Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how we do our lemonade time, and if you're wondering what the heck that even means, I will tell you in just 1 minute. And so if you like these types of videos and like other homeschool content, please remember to subscribe, and let's get into this video. Okay, so this video is an open collaboration video with Abby from Rooted in Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way, and every month they do these types of videos, and there's a whole bunch of other YouTubers that are involved in them. So there'll be a playlist linked down below that'll give you a whole bunch of more ideas. It's just really wonderful to come together and to learn from each other and each other's ideas. So remember to check out that playlist. And this month we're sharing kind of our enrichment ideas, activities. So, you know, mine is going to be lemonade time, but it might be nature schooling or different things like that. So remember to check that out down below. Okay, so what is lemonade time? Lemonade time is kind of our poetry tea time, but we don't drink tea. And so I was like, what are we going to call it? But we also don't drink a lot of lemonade like during lemonade time. So it's not necessarily the best name, but that's just kind of the name that has stuck right now. Maybe we'll think of something better. If you have something better, please comment down below and let me know. But that's kind of what we stuck with. We do have some sort of drink. I'm very much a like water person. That's all I ever drink all the time. And so the fact that we're having like that we create it around a drink is really fun for my kids because they just get water. That's all that they ever get. And so it is about the drink still, which is why I've stuck with like lemonade time, but maybe once it's summertime, we'll have more lemonade. During the winter, we haven't had as much lemonade, but that's kind of why that's the name, okay? That's the focus of it. And then lemonade time has become this time where we can be in the kitchen together, but then also reading together. So we do it on Fridays, usually once a month, and I usually theme it around what's going on that month. And so a lot of months have a holiday or something like that. So the one that you'll see today is about St. Patrick's Day. But we do, you know, for Easter, we did one winter theme for January. You know, we had all the fall holidays into winter time. And so it was like Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. But there could just be some summer things, or you could pick a different theme if you want to, or something that you wanted to focus on that month. And you could read some books in accordance to that theme. And so that's kind of the goal. And then we'll sit down. On Fridays, we don't do individual work. We just do group work. And so we'll sit there and I'll usually read to them and do some group work while they eat the food. And it usually ends up being kind of their lunch, sometimes an early lunch, sometimes a later lunch. It just kind of depends on the day. But that's kind of how it goes for us. And it's just a time for us to be together, to do something different. Being in the kitchen has always been something that's important to me, like to have my kids learn how to do those types of things. It is also very stressful for me because I'm very like meticulous and OCD about things. So it's really hard for me, but I try to plan things around it because it is a weakness of mine. And I want them to learn how to cook and to learn to enjoy being in the kitchen and have memories of us being in the kitchen together. And so they'll usually come in and help with some of the stuff, not all of it, but some of it. And so that's what I'm going to show you today. So instead of continuing to talk forever, we're going to get into that. And then stick around for the end of the video because I'm going to have a real life mom chat with you. It'll be quick, but everything in life is not as Instagrammy as it looks. And so I just wanted to say a few things about that at the end of this video. So let's show you a sneak peek into our lemonade time. Okay, so it's the day before lemonade time, and I'm going to try to get a few things prepped today for a couple of reasons. First, some of the things have to be prepped in advance. If I try to do them tomorrow morning, they would not be ready. And the second reason is because now I have a baby and it just takes a lot more time, and I never know if he's gonna be happy or not, if he's gonna be throwing a fit. And he's sleeping right now, but he could wake at any moment and be ready to eat. So I'm gonna try to get a few things done while he's still sleeping, and we'll see what we can get done, and then we'll come back to it. So the things that I need to do today is make Jello, like a rainbow Jello. I've never done this before, but I thought it'd be fun for St. Patrick's Day, and I've seen people like bring them to barbecues and stuff, but I've never done them. So I have all of my Jello colors here, and I have some whipped topping because that's what we're gonna use. And then I have a whole bunch of like little juice glasses, so we're gonna layer those up. So that's the thing that really has to be prepped in advance just because it takes so much time to do all the layers. The other thing I'm gonna do today to just kind of get out of the way is cut a bunch of fruit. So I have some pineapple, I have strawberries, blueberries that need washed, some grapes that need washed, and some oranges. So I'm gonna try to prep that stuff today because we're gonna make a rainbow with fruit out of it. So if it's all ready, it's easy just to have my kids throw it together tomorrow. So that's kind of where we're at. And I think that's all I'm planning to do today. I guess we'll see, and I'll probably set out a few things so we're just ready to go for tomorrow. So let's get making this Jello that I've never made before and cross our fingers that it works out. Okay, I have all this fruit done. I just have to do the strawberries, but I got the grapes done. They were kind of huge, so I cut them in half. Blueberries, we have some oranges and some pineapple, and then the strawberries will add our nice red color. So I'll get those cut up, and I'm gonna put all this stuff in the fridge. Brief intermission. Is this how anybody else gets stuff done? Ah, cuteness overload. Are you gonna smile for us? This is how we work over here. Since he's not going anywhere, he just lays on the counter so that I can get stuff done, huh? And then I talk to you and you smile at me, huh? Yeah, yeah. Obviously, my evenness of layers needs a little bit of work. Look at this, the purple is so big, and then the green is gonna be so little. I'm trying to get them, they're getting smaller and smaller so I can try to fit all the colors, but we're working it out. I think it's turning out well for my very first time, so we'll see how it continues to go. Okay, so I set out a few things for tomorrow, so hopefully the day will go more smoothly. So we have pipe cleaners. This is kind of for a craft, but they can eat it. Is not the pipe cleaners, but they can eat the craft as well. Don't eat these. But they'll have Fruit Loops on it, and then they'll put like marshmallows at the end, so it'll look like a rainbow. And we have mints right here that will go in our drink that we're gonna make. And these are little marshmallows and Rolos that will go with our fruit when we make a rainbow. Sorry, there's kids screaming outside. All my kids are out playing. Well, my two of my boys are. And then I have some chocolate coins that we will use to decorate, but also go on top of our little Jello things, some Oreos that we're gonna use, some white chocolate that I cut up so that I can just easily melt it in the morning, sprinkles that we're gonna use with the melt chocolate, Oreos, and some marshmallows. So those are kind of some stuff I just set out, so it'll just be a little bit easier in the morning as we go through everything. And then I'm almost done with the Jello, so I'll show you that. Okay, so it is the next day. You might hear a little bit of music in the background because the baby's being entertained right now by music and his sister. So hopefully he'll be happy. You might have to take a break to put him down for a nap. We'll see how it goes. But I have a few things the kids are gonna help prep before we actually do our big like spread for lemonade time. We usually have it maybe around 11 to 12. It kind of becomes our lunch. Sometimes it's a healthier lunch, sometimes it's not, but usually we eat pretty well. So this is just a very fun thing for my kids. They usually do not get all these treats and stuff like that. So it is almost 11 right now because we had a lot of baby issues this morning. He's been kind of grumpy, so I was taking care of him. So I have some chocolate that I'm gonna need to melt. I have some tortilla shells right here that are like green kind of spinach ones that we're gonna cut into shamrocks and bake up into like chips. And so I'm gonna have some kids help with that. I'll probably just call in one at a time. That's kind of how we do things, and they all just participate a little bit, because that's one of the reasons why I do this, is because I want them to be able to be in the kitchen with me learning how to do things and for us just to have fun together. So I'll probably just show you B-roll of all that kind of stuff. We'll see how much we talk. It just depends on if there's a screaming baby in the background. But if he remains happy, maybe we'll be on here some more. Okay, so these are chips that are already done that Mazer had cut out, and then these are about to go in the oven. I just put some olive oil and salt on both sides, and they're cooking this was about 5 minutes on each side, and they started to get a little brown and crispy, so that's what we're going with. And so I'm gonna put these ones in the oven and get them baked. Cuteness break. Hi. Are you just chilling out? Listening to your piano? Hi. What you doing? Are you not sure? No, we can't dip it in yellow at the same time, babe. Okay. Do you want sprinkles on it? Yeah. Okay, so let's dip it in the sprinkles. Ooh. And then we're gonna set it over there. Okay, you're gonna do that one? What sprinkles are you gonna do? The same ones? Okay, you can just put it in there. What sprinkles? We can't put it in here. What sprinkles are you gonna do? Okay, we have a few kids over here doing some little marshmallow rainbows with Fruit Loops. So they're putting on the Fruit Loops, and then they put a big marshmallow on the end to kind of hold it all on. So that's what we're working on, huh? And I hope you enjoy the hair. We didn't quite get it done today. Okay, so I feel like these Jellos turned out pretty good for being my first time. Obviously, I should have made this purple layer a little bit smaller because then all the rest of the layers could have had a little bit more, but we just put the red one on top and I didn't mix it with any whipped cream or Cool Whip or whatever. But I think they turned out pretty cute, and I put all the extra in a bigger pan, and so I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so Alana made our rainbow here with all of our colors: strawberries, oranges, pineapple, grapes, blueberries, and roll those. It looks a little better if they're wrapped because then they look like treasure, but we just had the unwrapped ones, and then some marshmallows for like a little cloud. So that's our cute little fruit rainbow. And then here is the other Jello, except the purple. I did not put the purple one in here. So if you can kind of see the layers right there. The purple one is still in the fridge in its own container. We had a lot of fun with this Jello because we've never done this before. But here's this so the kids can have that as a snack for the next few days if they want it. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to film this while holding a baby. So if the camera's bouncing, it's because I'm bouncing the baby. Anyway, so we have our spread ready to go. So my kids are ready to eat. But I have a kind of meat, cheese, like charcuterie board right here. This is just leftovers from a family event that we had. And then I put our little shamrock chips right next to it, and they'd be really good with some dip, but we ran out of hummus, so I didn't have a chance to get any other dip. And then our drink is kind of a mint milkshake. I just kind of blended up some thin mints with milk and ice cream, and that was it, and a little bit of peppermint extract. So that's that. And then we have all of our things that we dipped in chocolate and our Jello. So we have our marshmallows dipped in chocolate. It's all white chocolate that we just dyed. And then down below kind of looks like some coins that they dipped in some yellowish orange chocolate and sprinkled a whole bunch. And then we have our rainbow right here that I showed you earlier, and then a few little coins to decorate, and they're rainbows. So that is our spread. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed all of that. I know it probably looked very ideal and perfect. And that's what I wanted to talk about in this Real Mom Chat. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, it is not easy for me to do these kinds of activities. It stresses me out quite a bit, and I just can do things a lot faster and a lot more ordered if I do it by myself. And so having my kids involved is very difficult for me, but they're not going to learn, and I'm not going to learn and become better if I don't involve them. This particular day, like I mentioned during the video, my husband was not around. He had to be on campus, and I already had known that, but this was the only time that we could do it. And sometimes the baby is really good and he'll sleep and just be super happy, and other times not. And this was kind of one of those in between. He had some really good moments, but then he also was super grumpy. We had a lot of little accidents going on with food and things being spilled. And it was just like, there's some moments in there that were fun and we were having a good time. But then towards the end, I was lucky to like have any footage because some of my kids were crying. I was crying. I was holding a screaming baby, and you don't see those things, but it wasn't ideal. And I just wanted to say this because homeschooling is hard. Being a mom, being a parent is hard. And people don't always see the hard things, but they're still there. Even if all they're showing you is those things that are all nice and fluffy and rainbows and butterflies. Okay, it's not all that. And it has really hard moments. We all struggle. And it's okay. It's okay if we all struggle, if we have those hard moments, if things aren't super fun all the time. But I felt bad posting this video and dishonest posting this video without saying that this was a difficult day. It ended in a very difficult way. And so the fact that we even survived through it was a miracle. But I just want you to know that when you're having a hard time, when you're having difficult days, so are all of us. Wow, we are all having hard days too. You're not alone, and we're all working together, and it is a struggle, and there are a lot of great moments, but there are also a lot of very difficult ones. So that's my little mom chat. I just wanted to be straightforward with you about how the day actually went. All right, so I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you'd like me to show you more of our lemonade time, you know, with the different themes and different things we decide to do, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below, and I'll try to film some more of them over the next several months. And I will see you next time.